Mistakes are important. Out of all the years I've lived on this earth, I've been through a lot of things. I've gone through college and graduated. Of course, I've been through high school since I've gone through college, but that's semantics. I've been in the workforce for a good number of years, working both retail and fast food. And one of the things that I really have learned is that mistakes are going to happen. Regardless of whether you like it or not, odds are, unless you are 100,000% the most perfect human being to ever exist, so much that you cannot make a single mistake, they're going to happen. And that's just a part of the process, because even though mistakes will happen, they're not so much setbacks as they are just setting up for success later down the line, because a lot of the times when you make a mistake, you'll usually remember it and you won't make it as easily, or at least not in the same vein, again. And this is just part of the process. Mistakes are important to learning, they're important to discovery. Mistakes are important to many aspects of life and education, and let's be honest, in life, we are all life's students. No matter how old or how young you may be, you are learning constantly throughout your life, new things potentially every day, and this is just a part of the process. Mistakes are going to feed into that process, and they could either set you back, or very much so, a lot easier than that, they can move you forward. It may be edited out, but I even just now made 2 mistakes in my description saying that... Crap, what was I saying? So because of the mistakes that I made in the intro, even though they're not in the video anymore, those mistakes helped me get closer to forming the words, to forming the statements that I wanted to initially when I was speaking, when I was saying something, and made sure it came across the way that I was hoping it would come across. And I still am hoping that it will, because it's very possible I still did make the mistake of not thinking it all the way through, and it'll come across a different way. For all I know, I'm saying, man, mistakes are important. And what it could be coming across as is, you are worthless in life and you will never do anything right. Wow, that's a very different meaning from what I was hoping. But, my point still stands. Not the part of you have meaning. You have meaning, okay? I'm not trying to say you don't. You have meaning. What I'm trying to say is that in your meaning, in your life, mistakes are going to happen. And I'm not saying that mistakes don't matter. They very much do and can affect you negatively. They always can. However, we make the small mistakes so we can avoid the big mistakes. That is an important lesson. Oh man, that's actually, That's way better than what I was saying before. Dang, I should have made a video about that. Okay. Maybe I'll make another one about that. Screw that. Screw this. Darn it, why am I stupid and didn't think of this before? But you learn from the little mistakes and you avoid the big mistakes. I remember when I was playing Batman Arkham City, follow me on this one, I was playing Batman Arkham City, and there is a series of bosses throughout the main story. As per most stories in video games, there are going to be a few series of bosses that you have to face, defeat, and overcome. Well, one of the boss fights that I remember particularly well, and one that a lot of people really praised and wish was more similar to, or wish the final boss was more similar to, is the fight with Mr. Freeze. His name is Mr. Freeze, right? Yeah, Mr. Freeze. Now, if you didn't play Arkham City, Mr. Freeze was a very interesting boss fight, in that there was no singular way to beat him. There were many ways that you could beat him. All you had to do was get his health basically to 0, kind of like a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Just hit him enough until his health points reach 0. However, you couldn't fight him head on. You had to be indirect and catch him off guard, surprise him essentially. And this is where the game really screws you up. Throughout that whole point, I was used to doing just 1 or 2 tactics at most, either hiding in the sewer grates or swinging down from the gargoyles perched up above. However, this is where I made that mistake and trying that twice in a row. During the Mr. Freeze boss fight, once you beat him once, or once you deal damage to him one way, he will adapt to that and he will find a way to kind of counter that so you can't do it again. Seeing this, I thought, okay, it's time to go back into the sewer grates and try it again. But when I attempted it another time, he found me and beat me and hit me before I could do anything to him. I had no idea what to do after that. That was my main tactic of dealing with bad guys. So slowly I tried to think, what can I do? What can I say? What can I think? And what will actually help me with this? And every time that Mr. Freeze would be hit or damaged in this boss fight, he would say the line,
I learn from my mistakes, Batman. Do you?
an interesting statement. This boss would adapt and counter whatever you threw at him. He would learn and say, no, you did it to me once. You're not gonna do it again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And he made sure there would be no shame on him. It was a very interesting boss fight, and frankly, one that I wish we kind of saw more of nowadays. But no, that's not what this video is about. This video is about mistakes, and the reason I bring that up is pretty obvious. He learned from his mistakes. Mistakes are something that you could use as the building blocks to make yourself stronger, something bigger, more formidable than you were yesterday, heck, an hour or even 5 minutes ago. Mistakes can be powerful lessons and honestly should not be seen as just something that can hold you back. Yes, they're going to hurt, and yes, that's going to be annoying to happen, but it's okay because mistakes can be learned from, they can make you stronger, and they can be something that can help you adapt to whatever changes or adversity that you'll come across in the future. I think that's kind of all I wanted to say about that topic. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this video with content within. If you did, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will see you all in the next video or stream of whatever I do. Thank you very much for watching once again, and as always, I am PUMSQUATCH. Goodbye.